want to stick to a particular theme right here, right now, and that's about conformity. You know, who shall be a man shall be a nonconformist. That's what Emerson said. The thing is that I'm a person who doesn't conform to the rules. And I think that if Emerson was alive, he's a very respectful of people person. So he probably would have said, who shall be a person? Because I don't think he meant to exclude women from that. But still, he was, people, we all of our times when we speak accordingly. But I think that the thing is that it's about conformity. People conform to rules. And I think what it is that people get so much into a habit of conforming to rules that even when people rebel, they still have to conform to rules. It's like there are people who don't like the church. They don't like religious organization, which I don't like either. I really don't. I always hated having people try to force me into something, force me into beliefs. Because, like when I was growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, I questioned things. I questioned a lot of things. However, I like believing in God. I want to believe. I really believe in God because I want to. I even admit it's not science. And so that's why I say I don't really debate with people, because a person could rip me a new asshole. I even admit it. You could rip me to pieces on that. But I don't present it as science. I don't present it as even logical. It's just like, to me, it's like when you love somebody, when you fall in love with somebody, it's not logical. But there you are. There you are in love. What do you do? Same thing with religion. I just, I believe. Maybe I don't know. I don't even try to explain it. But at least I know it's what I want. What I don't want is somebody dictating to me what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to act. I am a nonconformist. However, I think that what's important is this. I don't conform, but I don't really label myself as a rule breaker, because then that becomes my goal in life, to break rules. Look, I believe certain things, and they happen to coincide with what some religious people believe. And some of the things religious people believe, the things that I believe don't coincide. I can't really set the rule of being a rule breaker, because then, I have to actually look for what somebody else believes and then just automatically choose to believe the opposite. If you believe the sky is blue, I got to believe the sky is purple. If you believe the earth is round, I have to believe it's flat, because I got to be a rule breaker. See, I think the people who just become rule breakers and make their goal in life to be a rule breaker, they're just being silly. I was thinking about something, how I don't fit into any community in YouTube. I'm not part of the atheist community. I'm not part of the theist community. I'm not part of any community. I'm just all by myself. I don't have a community. I think when you become a nonconformist, you don't have a community. You're all by yourself. You're all alone. That's probably one of the reasons why my videos don't get that many views. Except one video. I have one video that's actually getting a lot of views. And that's the one where I talked about David Hume. And maybe that one makes sense too, because I'm talking about what Hume did. Hume was a nonconformist. I like nonconformists. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I like Emerson a lot, because he was a nonconformist. Why I like the poet Walt Whitman, because he was a nonconformist. These are people who just created something completely new. A whole new way of looking at the world. A whole new way of thinking. And sometimes when you do that, you wind up being all by yourself. You have a few friends, but the one thing that does happen is those few friends you have aren't real friends. They're true friends. Because if you have friends who are friends with you only because you conform to their rules, then you're really not friends with that person. You can't be somebody's slave and be their friend at the same time. There are a lot of times people conform to the rules so they can fit in, so they can have friends. So, and friend in that sense, the word friend doesn't even mean anything anymore. It has no meaning to it. If I have a friend who demands that I have to comply with his rules, and the minute I break his rules, all of a sudden friendship ends, then that's not good. That's not a friendship. I think about the person who's my best friend. She's really a nice person. She's a wonderful person. But she also, basically accepts me for who I am, even though we have completely different views on the world about things. We're still friends. She respects me for who I am, and I respect her for who she is. And I don't demand that she fit in. And she doesn't demand that I fit in. And it's really a nice feeling to have that kind of relationship where you are able to just be yourself, to say what you think, and that person says, okay, I don't agree with you, but, fine, it's okay that you want to think that. That's on you. I'm not expecting her to suddenly say, oh, wow, that's a great idea. And I have been around people like that. Every time I said something, they thought everything I said was a great idea and a great idea and a great idea. And I just figure by the law of averages, not every idea is just going to be something you agree with. You can be around people who think every idea you say is great. All the music you listen to, oh, I love everything you listen to. No, you don't. It's not even possible. I'm sorry. That's not possible. No two people are exactly the same. We live in a society that really does not respect the individual, and many organizations that do not respect the individual. That's one of the reasons why I don't think I will ever be a part of any organized anything, whether it's an organized religion or an organized movement, the organized anti-religious movement. I can't be a part of that because I'm too much of a nonconformist. I'm too much of a person who, what is it that Henry David Thoreau says? I listen to the beat of my own drummer. I step to the beat of my own drummer, and I just don't conform to the crowd. I'm just not a conformist. And I know that will put me in a situation where I'm going to be by myself. I will never get a lot of views on my videos, which is okay. I'm satisfied, actually, that I get, on average about 30 views on a video. But even if I got only 2, I have another channel, my other channel, Squirrel World X, and nobody watches those videos. And I haven't mentioned that thing. I actually put a couple of response videos and stuff to some of my other videos, but nobody's going to watch that stuff because I say things there a little bit more radical than what I say on this channel. And I think, I think that what I've said has been radical, but I haven't said it just to irritate people or piss people off. I just say what I think. And that does put you in a boat all by yourself, out adrift in the ocean. I guess that's just my fate in life. That is my fate. To be out in that ocean by myself. That's life.